on Bliss.fm. Yeah, what's going on, man? It's your boy DJ Money, a.k.a. Mr. Oh My God again. And right now, you tune in to the sexy Southern girl, Frantastic, on Frantastic Live. Check. Yo, check it out, man. It's your
the way that I do right now. I see all my brothers underground pushing up daisies. Man, it amazes me that you can't see where you're gonna be. A statistic, everybody's gone cold ballistic. If they had a good day, damn, I must have missed it. Cause you're mad at the universe. Go to hell with everybody else, cause you want your own first. I got the urge to let you in on a little secret, cause you keep dying if you keep it. All the killing that you're feeling is from within. For the cover, check the color of your skin. Why lie? I couldn't try even if I had to. Born with the bulletproof vest when I had you. A black woman trying to get through to a few, so you can lead the next crew. 5 o'clock in the morning, where you gonna be? Outside on the corner. Better get yourself together while you're wasting all your time right along with your mind. 5 o'clock in the morning, where you gonna be? Outside on the corner. You better get yourself together while you're wasting all your time right along with your mind.
Why should I do right and suffer? I'd rather do wrong, making that loopy and that hustler. Instead of hot dogs, I'm eating pork, something they smother. And got a gang of loot up in the safe, up in my cupboards. On top of all that, I push a big fat Lex and got my host in a golf course just in case I feel like flexing. So I must ask for real though, who are you? See, I'm a big man.
Yeah, you know you's a big man. Check it. I went through 12 years of school and they never could read. But knowledge of my hood is something they could never teach. I never stutter step, but I kept up with the Joneses, having bones and plus my little pinky ring. I did a lot of kinky things the girls knew. Flock to it, some around my old way. Yeah, they still want to do it. It's not about the clothes that you got in your back, but the money in your pocket lift you down like that. Come on.
5 o'clock in the morning, where you gonna be?
Outside on the corner.
You better get yourself together while you're wasting all your time right along with your mind. 5 o'clock in the morning, where you gonna be?
Outside on the corner.
You better get yourself together while you're wasting all your time right along with your mind. Mr. Black Man, tell me where you're heading. The last few years, I watched while you were shedding pounds and pounds of growth of the population. Soon we won't be able to have a strong black nation. I shoot here, I stab, and then won't let it stop. Cause now you're down from a dose of the crack rock. I'm just a Nubian queen that needs a king to stand strong and try to press on. It's not a white man's finger on the trigger. Carjacks, drive-bys, calling each other nigga. I'm not here to scope, but rather shape and mold a young black mind that won't live to grow old. Cause you're frontin', smoking on the blunt and down with your friends. Cause you think you're making ends, but you're not. And that's the truth of the matter. Your brother getting skinny cause you want your pockets fat. 5 o'clock in the morning, where you gonna be?
Outside on the corner.
You better get yourself together while you're wasting all your time right along with your mind. 5 o'clock in the morning, where you gonna be?
Outside on the corner.
You better get yourself together while you're wasting all your time right along with your mind. 5 o'clock in the morning, where you gonna be?
Outside on the corner.
You better get yourself together while you're wasting all your time right along with your mind. 5 o'clock in the morning, where you gonna be?
Outside on the corner.
You better get yourself together while you're wasting all your time right along with your mind.
Listen, y'all, nobody ever said I was this amazing producer slash DJ slash MC just yet. I'm adding the slashes to my career, okay? I'm not so amazing at it yet, though. Welcome to the Frantastic Live Show. I'm MC Fran. There's a lot going on. I don't like to have all kinds of stuff in my workspace. Should I move over, Ron? Am I good being right here? Am I straight ahead? All right. Make sure I look, good and stuff. Anyway, each and every Saturday, we are right here from the beautiful city of Suitland. Let me steal that phone and we can take everything out. Thank you. And keys. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're right here from the beautiful city of Suitland, Maryland, which is, right on the cusp of everything. Literally, it's such a beautiful day today. It's been a beautiful set of days and everything. And so, obviously everybody's out tonight. And so, don't trust your GPS, y'all. It ain't always going to be sweet. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Call me, 240-719-2560. I'm right here each and every week on the Frantastic Live Show talking about everything local goings on, DMV stuff. Ron, how was your week? Good? I had a crazy, tumultuous past week. Did you enjoy the weather? Was it good for you, or were you trapped in here doing our horrible shows? Ron's really going to be straight up let you know exactly, what's going on. He ain't going to sugarcoat it. So anyway, it's been a crazy week. I had 2 jobs and I only have 1, which is weird because I don't know what to do with my time, idle hands. Obviously, I'm going to put it into all of this and, my brand, Frantastic brand media and everything. But it's my 22-year-old general manager, my boss, felt like she was tired of my shit. So we decided to part ways. But, it's a different day and age. You can't really hold a lot of respect for your boss if she's sleeping with your peers and, just kind of not doing things that are. Shout out to Tracy Hamlin up here, who is set to perform on the Vox Wave Studio. We have our little screen up here that says hello to everybody. And Tracy was always really good to me, a part of the Grammy Board Association. So hi, Tracy. But it's hard when you're a veteran in whatever industry that you're in and you've been doing it for so long, and then somebody comes in and it's just you have, many, many, many years on, and they just they've been with that company for a long time. I'm not saying they don't deserve that, but sometimes people, these younger generation, are just not prepared to hold the title of a certain type of manager, and they kind of make decisions based on their emotions and based on their what the rumor mill is or whatever. And it's just whenever she was it was time for me to be out, I'm okay, bye. I'd already given my notice and stuff, but it's I wasn't prepared, I wasn't ready. So now it's I feel like a Jamaican because I always have a job. I always have more than one job, and that's what they say. I mean, Jamaicans are sexy. They work really hard. So I'm not taking away from, Nigerian, Jamaican, hardworking, beautiful men. But anyway, get back focused, Fran. It's so weird because I'm used to always being on the go, go, go. So it's kind of I feel well, geez, what do I do? Well, on the good chance that it was a good timing thing because I got offered the manager position at my other job. So everything just kind of works out in the way that's supposed to anyway. But, I think that I just want to say to everybody that's watching, all of my former coworkers and peers and friends, I love you all. I always leave a place, in good graces, and I like to make sure that I don't burn any bridges. So thank you for watching. I know that you are. Thank you for supporting me. And whenever they talk shit about me, you better have my back. So anyway, moving forward, I've had also a wild week because there was the nonprofit tour. And congratulations to Enoch, the Seventh Prophet, and to Nonchalant. Obviously, I did 5 o'clock in the morning as the opening song to pay homage to her. Shout out to Nonchalant for being just a beautiful person, a legend, somebody that I just honestly look up to in this industry. And Matt from Golden Era Media, my partner in Golden Era Media, who introduced me to, kind of like set the stage for she and I to, kind of meet and do something amazing, because this was for, and always will be for, the Epilepsy Foundation. And that's what, all the money went to, and that's, what we were there to support. And I always want to be a part of anything in our community that is giving back. Ron, I went home and I looked at my videos and I'm just like, talking with my hands like I'm Italian, like I'm really, like, it was so annoying. So I'm going to try to keep my hands to, just right here. That's pretty awkward. But anyway, I always want to do something that gives back to society and especially in the local area. So I've been a part of Will Rap for Food and did work with Santa Claus Foundation and Knockout Abuse, and the list goes on. And I don't really talk about it much. And, I'm a donator, and it's really close to my heart. And it means a lot to me whenever we are doing things, for all of us within the community. But so anyway, so it's just a crazy thing because it was such a beautiful event. I got to see Kenilworth Katrina. Shout out to ADST and, to everybody that, Jamel, because, Katrina and I were in the Resurrecting Queens with each other, so we will always have a bond. Even before we did, she asked me to be a part of the Queens, we worked with each other, and I got to interview and host things with her, and it, she's my sister. So it was really great to see her and a couple of the Queens and everything, but that's not like the crazy part. Like, Ron, after it, it was a beautiful thing, and there was another local artist, I will say, a female, who was there, and she's very, very well known locally. And my generation, we go way back, like when she was a part of a whole different society of crew members, and we were just, I was interviewing her, and we were doing Will Rap for Food and other different things, feeding the homeless, and just a lot of different things that we did, with each other. But I'm somebody that I'll show up and I'll say hello to everybody in the room. But if you make it a point to like make yourself known, but to try to like cut me off and brush by me and do all this extra stuff, like I don't even play into that. Then I'll just won't even pay you any attention because I'm too old. So as the night goes on, I'm waiting to get my picture from Nonchalant and my hug, because she promised me my hug. And obviously I was giving my cards and getting to know all the performers. It's what I do. This is how I started this industry. This is how I met this very famous local artist. And I don't want to say anything negative about this person because she earned her spot. She's a beautiful person. Like, she, to people, she brings positivity in her music or whatever. And, I want every female artist to win, especially the ones within our community. So at the end of the night, I'm like, taking pictures and walking by, and she says, "Oh, so you can't speak? We ain't speaking now?" And I was like, I could have sworn that you were the one that wasn't speaking to me, because the last 2 times I tried to speak to you, you blew me off. And especially when I was videotaping, which I'm still in the process of doing a documentary on our local greats, I asked her to be a part of it, and there's only 2 people who, out of the 20 people, including Joe Claire's and Easy Streets and Tracy Hamlin's and all these different people who were much humbled and was like, okay, I only had 2 people to say, well, speak to my manager. 2 people that I knew who literally were nobody of a certain stature when I was, their friend, or when I was starting out in this media game. And one was Paul, one was just Paul, and then one was her. And it kind of just stuck with me, like, I'm not about to go through your manager. Like, it shouldn't be like that. If these other people can take their time out and humble themselves, you can. So I was just like, I don't know if maybe you're like me. She starts to like get loud and stuff. And I asked her, let's go over and talk about this on the side, And so we talk about on the side a little bit, and we exchange words, and she says something and she walks away. And I'm like, as she turns around and because I had said to her, maybe you're just so, past in the past that you feel like you are too famous in your career to acknowledge me, but I still, it still affects me. Like, that's not cool. And she's like, well, what is your name again? And, I recognize you kind of, your hair is different, but I don't really know your name. And I was like, excuse me? Like, you don't know my name? Like, really, at this point? You're the one who stopped me and said, why are you not speaking? If you don't even know who I am, what does it matter? And so that's why she was like going off and having, feeling a certain type of way. And I was like, why are you the one that's upset? You literally made this scene, and then in the end you say you don't know who I am. So what's up? Why are you upset? And so it was just this crazy back and forth thing. And I, just kind of let her know that I wasn't about to be carried like that, in front of everybody. And if she wanted to speak to me, and she was like, well, what's your sign? I said, well, I'm a Taurus and you're a Scorpio. That's how much we don't know each other. Do you know what I mean? And just letting her know all these different things that we had in common. And she's like, well, what's your name? And I was like, it's only 4 letters. It's Fran. And it just rubbed me the wrong way, because everybody who knows me knows that I do not like confrontation. Like, I'm not the person to have drama. Like, I am so far past that, because I'm just trying to be the best version of myself. And I'm just never been the one to have any issues with people. But for you to make this huge big deal about somebody not acknowledging you, and you literally could care less about knowing where you even know me from or anything like that. I tell this story to say that, listen, artists, I'm so happy for you in your career. I am somebody who has, just as I told her, she's like, saying things that I felt were kind of condescending, and she's like asking me for a hug, and I'm like, I'm good. Like, I already have 2 interviews with you. I already have pictures. We don't need to like hug it out. I'm good. Like, just, it was unnecessary. And I just want to say, like, if you ever feel like you know me from somewhere and you recognize me and we've done things together, it's cool to like ask me. It's cool to see how we know each other. But if we go so far back where we have, I know, I've been in your house, it's, if you don't have anything positive to like say, let me go about my business and do my work. Don't stop and make this huge, scene in front of people, especially at a charity event, and trying to make me look bad and trying to say that I'm so defensive. Well, you just wasted precious moments of my time. I don't drive up from, to DC from Virginia to have people kind of, slight me to my face, So, artists, please, like, have a little bit of respect for me. I don't know what makes people feel as if they can just kind of speak to me in any kind of way, and I'm just supposed to kind of lie down and take it. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. I'm, the sober mind. She may not just be, as laid back as she was, because I'm not, turned all the time, but I'm able to, like, know that I'm still going to stand up for who I am. And just because you're an artist doesn't negate what I'm good at. It's so sad, because it's hard for me to really get females in my chair. And over the course of my career, she's one of the only women that have ever had the chance to sit down with me. And then when they do, a lot of the times it's like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. I can't believe I was hesitant about coming on, because I'm not a rapper. You guys want to get on these shows with people who are rappers and artists and this and that and type of stuff. And what's the point? You are, and wanting them to manage you and all this type of thing. Why would you ever put yourself in that situation where you feel like you're in competition with, someone who literally doesn't do anything that you do? I'm here to support the community. I'm here to lift you up, give you a platform to put your music on. So don't snub me, because there's not a lot of people in the community that are doing this still. So please respect me in the way that I respect you. I feel sad that it had to be like that. I feel sad that it was at a charity event, and my, my best instincts were just to walk away. But, at the same token, I am still a human being, and I don't care who the famous people or the not so famous people. Like, we started this together. Let's have some camaraderie. Let's have some family business about it, because I don't want in the next few years when I do, an interview or whatever, and they ask me about this person, and I'm going to be like, well, damn, I haven't spoke to that person because of this and because of that. Like, there's not too many of us coming out of the DMV. Can we just get along? Anyway, Ron, I had to tell that, because I'm just like, we were talking about it before I went on the air, and it's like, I demand respect right now. But I understand that, you know, people are not used to kind of like me demanding respect. So, hello. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. So anyway, let's move on to our, you know, to the show and not really, you know, dwell on anything too negative. But let's get into the negative. Khloe Kardashian. You know, the Kardashian family is one that, I mean, I'm not this huge Kardashian, like, you know, fan or whatever, but, you know, they are synonymous with America and synonymous with what's really going on with America right now. And it just seems like whenever there is a union between the Kardashians and somebody, another famous person, it just kind of like crumbles. So over the weekend, Khloe had her baby, which is, you know, one of the third youngest Kardashian sister had her baby, and she was pregnant by a Canadian who plays, basketball for Cleveland. His name is Tristan Thompson. And, you know, they've been together. Khloe's been, you know, engaged to Lamar Odom and all these different types of basketball people she's had relationships with. So as a nation of fans or whatever, people were like, you know, finally, she got pregnant and got this man that loves her and treats her like a queen and all these different things. And so that worked, but, you know, people just kind of didn't talk about the fact that Tristan had broken up with his pregnant baby's mother before he got with Khloe. So he just kind of like had a baby and left Canada and didn't say anything and, you know, about that child. And throughout the pregnancy, people just kind of like gave that a pass, didn't talk about his past and everything like that. And then all of a sudden, TMZ dropped some footage of Tristan here in D.C. at a club making out with two women. And not just making out with these women, but doing all these other different things or whatever. And at the end of the night, he goes to a hotel with this young woman. And, you know, it's all over the blogs, it's all over the news. You know, Khloe had her baby just a couple of days later, and it's really, really sad. And it just goes to show, you know, I bring this up because, number one, it like, is there a Kardashian curse? I mean, when it comes to Lamar and Chris Humphries and Kanye even, and Reggie Bush and all these different people, like, you know, Bruce Jenner, who became a woman, like what goes on in that household that maybe makes people feel like they just cannot take it. But the main reason for me having this conversation is that, you know, what do we do if your man, there's a lot of things of stuff in the news where these men are like hurting babies, killing babies that don't belong to them, that belong to the mother. But they have a record, they have a history of child abuse or neglect or attempted murder sometimes and all these different things. And sometimes the women know about that and still bring this person into their household. They, you know, try to marry them or whatever, build a life with this person. And it's just like Khloe knew this man's past, didn't really talk about it, didn't really say much, just that she didn't steal him away. And in the end, got pregnant by this man. And in her third trimester, just as the ex-girlfriend, he cheated on her. And it's like, call me 240-719-2560. What do you think? I mean, it can go either way. Do men get a pass for their history and you just kind of like think, well, he'll change for me? Or just kind of avoid and ignore the warning signs and the red flags in order to have a successful, you know, what you think is going to be successful relationship? I don't know. Like, I've always been the type of person that's just like, you know, I like to know all about the person. I like to know their history. They don't even know that I'm Googling, you know, all these different things, because I want to make sure the person that I'm with is not going to be an axe murderer, you know, or not jump out of the woodwork with all of these like kids. And I have my own skeletons. I'm no better than everybody else, and you know, people should want to get to know, but should be, you know, a lot of people blame Khloe for that, like blame her for getting involved with a man like that. And I just want to know, like, it can go both ways. Like, if you have a certain woman and she has this past and she has so many different issues, baby daddies, or whatever you might feel is a turn off for you, do you forgive that and think, well, maybe she'll change for me? Is she going to be the one? And does that person deserve a pass? Should people be judged by their past? And yes, and only if they just continue to do the same and repeat the same things over and over again. And to me, I really don't know. This is why I kind of don't date. You know what I mean? If you're in the public eye and this person literally could care less, like could care less that you find out that, and when you're a third trimester and cheat on you, knowing that it probably, you're 6'9", you're 7'2", you're the tallest man at the club. Like, you know, you stand out. Do you know what I mean? And it just goes to show, do men really just not care? But then it's like, I was reading on Twitter and it says like a man, you know, a man, if he cares, at least he'll try to cover up his, you know, tracks in what he does. And, you know, I'm no angel. But I also know when it comes with hanging out with the boys and all these men who were cheaters that I kind of know the game. And it's, you know, it's, sorry, but it's kind of easy to certain things, if you kind of like adjust and fix or whatever, it's kind of easy to, you know, cover things up for men. And a lot of the times I just kind of feel like women overlook that for the sake of finally being with someone. I am not like that. I am not one of those people. You know, I feel like you need to be 100%. I feel like you need to think about it in your mind, okay, if this person does cheat on me, if this person does, you know, do something that is not a healthy thing, then where do I go? I like to make plans for the future. And that's sad because, you know, people think that you should always go into it like a completely positive honeymoon phase, but that's not like the necessary thing. That's not the smartest thing to do, because I never want to feel like Chloe and be like Chloe. But then again, can you really like, you can't control, you know, what people do. It's a new day and age, and people just kind of, where has the commitment gone? Where has the monogamy gone? Where has the sense of, you know, changing for the person who cares about you? And I speak on this because I have to deal with it almost every day of my life, you know, with somebody new and somebody old and somebody indifferent. You know, it's hard as a woman as you get older, and people are like, well, why are you single? Why do you not have kids? And that's okay. I'm okay with people asking me that question now, because I know that the time will come for me, but I really wish I could give them an honest answer. And just be like, because men that do not appreciate somebody who's literally just genuinely upfront, you know, trying to no longer be a player, honey. I'm trying to settle down. You know, and why should I? Like, what's the incentive for a woman to want to settle down with someone? You know what I mean? Anyway, let's take a little break, Ron. Let's take a little breather. Got a little, you know, emotional in here, but always in a positive way. I definitely want to express to people how, you know, how I feel that might be going through the same, you know, situation. And don't ever discount yourself. You're a queen, and every woman deserves to be treated as such. And, you know, men are going to fuck up just like women are going to fuck up. Like, I don't understand how, you know, a lesbian relationship would work, because women are just so, like, it's so much drama and so much emotion stuff. And I guess maybe I'm not like, you know, your average bear, but it's the relationships are hard within themselves. Why not just put everything out there? Do you know what I mean? Why not? Why hold on, and why hold back, and why have this, you know, underlying stuff and wait for it to percolate over? Like, you're just wasting your life and wasting somebody else's life. So don't waste your life. If it's not working, or you know, or you see the freight train on the way, it's okay to jump, you know? Don't ever slow yourself down in your life. And I'm okay to be in my mid-30s on Cinco de Mayo. I'm okay to be in my mid-30s and being single, because shit, I get to go out and go bar hopping and don't have to answer to anybody that night. And just hopefully I will get, you know, birthday sex. You know, you never know. So, Ron, you ready? Here's a little bit more 90s for ya.
Oh, yeah. I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on.
I get exotic with the melodic tune. I get hypnotic with the moon, but you got to put me down soon. I flip a sideshow if you come my way. Up, down, and around, even sideways. I'm about as ready as the light can get. We can go all out. I ain't afraid of the sweat, but yet I bet you got the techniques to freak a girl inside out. What's that all about? Can I have some of that? You gotta put me on. Word around town is your 9 men strong. I wanna be put on in the worst way. Since the first day, I think it was a Thursday. You be that brother that I wanna sink my teeth in. Make me wanna ask, where the hell you been? I like the way you be with all that personality, but I got flavor too. You need to get with me.
What you going through? I wanna be down. I wanna be down. No matter the time. Oh, yeah. It's true. I wanna be down. Oh, yeah.
He was born 20 years ago, just to pimp toes. Every day new clothes. Look at the cut coupons. On 3 got the heat, so bluff it. Slang it fast because it's more than 20 ducats. Struck it. Kinda rich, now his pockets looking straight. Slam the D's on the benzo, pancake by the gate. Mom's looking straight with her half, she got great. Lounging in her new home, that's about to stay. I'll be your core mail, won't tell. You can get it when you want it, even though you got chicks all up on it. Don't matter, cause brother, you fly. I can't lie. I've been macking daddy from the corner of my eye. Now, baby, bring it on. Don't be frontin' on your baby boo. All I wanna know is what's up with you. How can I get with you? Seems like you got a hold on me. It must be voodoo, cause baby, I want you.
I wanna be down. Down with you. Yeah. Should go. Oh, yeah. I wanna be down. I wanna be down with you. No matter the sound. Oh, yeah. Day or night. It's true. I wanna be down.
About day short, about day tall, about so big, about so small, about this length, about this width, about this flow, about this gift. Instantly and meet right up your alleyway. Skip the moet, let's chill with some Alizé. Enough stressing all day. Let me massage your mind as my mental starts to play. A ghetto sauce you are, and I'll be your sexual chocolate bar. And I gotta keep you strong for the cause, and you gotta keep me strong for the tours. Brother, man, and me, damn the family. What else could we be with no one understands us but me? You were the first to tame me. Big teeth, I'm out.
I wanna be down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Going through. I wanna be down. I wanna be down with you. No matter the sound of day or night. It's true. Oh, yeah. I wanna be down.
Hey, here we go, here we go, here we go now. And it's on, yeah, and you don't stop. Brandy is in the house and you don't stop until the body rock, keep it on. And you don't stop, you rock on to the shore, shot.
So let's take a ride with the breath, tap on that.
Let the funk flow in from this homie Jay and his newfound.
I'm hitting switches like Eric on the solo creek for yo G. It's the BR18.
Putting a dip in your hip from right to left.
And on top of all that, I'm so deaf.
Well, yo, that's my clique.
Hey, homie, that's who I rose with. And we kicks nothing but the fetish.
Them calls me the funkified, funkalistic, vocalistic that they ain't ready for, but they just don't hear me though.
Because we're so funkified. We make it move from side to side. Well, coming straight from the 60644 is the Brett and JD. Big baby. So lay back and listen as I catch up on my pimpin' and freak this duet just like Ashford and Simpson. Cause I'm can hang with me. It's like that, and as a matter of fact, when it comes to the brat tat tat tat, I make your neck snap back. Meaning I got the hit that'll get you bent. Tear the roof off this mother like Parliament. I'm on a rolling control like Janet. Damn it,
Brat, you're the funk bandit and they can't handle it.
I know. That's why I keep hitting them with this grammar, letting all y'all know that I'm the real mamma jammer. Straight to the head like a chronic sack.
I pass the mic to the brat.
And yo, I passed it back.
Well, sisters and fellas, it's time to get your groove on. I provide the funkified sounds that make you move home.
Breaking these fools off proper like
It's SOSODEF dynamite, right?
Coming up at you like Ralph K. And since this ain't no honeymoon, I'm here to stay.
And the way we're coming at you, baby, we can't miss.
There's a new tag team in town.
Who that is?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to put it. Everybody, welcome back to the Frantastic Live Show. I had to keep it functified up in here for you all. Each and every Saturday from 7:45, I mean, you know, normally. I am here with my producer, Ron. I'm here talking everything goings on local and across the nation. Shout out to everybody that is signing up, like everybody that's signing up to guest host. I don't like to overrun, you know, guests and have, you know, all these 10 guests at a time and been there, done that. That was just a little too much going on, especially when I'm running my own business, my own brand. Like, I have people that work for me, but when it comes down to like the nitty gritty stuff, I always have my hands in it because I'm a control freak. Duh. So I like to do a guest every week, every other week. But, you know, next week we have Darius Woolley coming in. Shout out to Ace Woolley, who is coming to promote his band, We Are 8-Track. And I'm just so grateful that he gets to finally come and sit in my interview chair. It's been such a long time. And shout out to everybody. I have a gentleman named Czar, who is coming from Alexandria, but has a new song with Snoop Dogg. And coming obviously straight out of California. He had to go back, but we'll figure out, you know, his next time he can come around. And they invited me to go out to do the media for the Nipsey Hussle concert, and that's dope. So maybe or maybe not, I might take you guys know that I'll fly out real quick, you know, especially if they're going to pay for it, to go back to LA for, you know, just one day. So that would be great. May 26th, that's going on. But like I said, next week we have Ace Woolley, and the week after that, we've got a couple of artist and his manager coming in, and they would like to do the showcase. So we're building that team. So let me know. Go to fantasticbrandmedia@gmail.com or go to Frantasty0505 on Instagram. Click that link in my bio, and that will take you to the Frantastic Brand Media registration page, so you can sign up to be right here. And shout out to Enoch, who's coming the week after that. So it's just a lot going on, and I'm just so grateful for that. I mean, it could be nothing going on. So if you'd like to have your opportunity and your moment here at Star Imports, you know, Vox Power, 37.3, come through, like, you know, come through, pull up. But the week after that is my birthday, Cinco de Mayo, so keep an eye open and ear out to let you know where I'm going to be at and what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to be Ubered all over the place, and my birthday apparently doesn't matter because it's Big G's birthday, and he's just taken over DC, and him and Backyard are everywhere, and I'm not invited. But okay, Anwan, cool. Be that way. So I might just catch up with Big G over at Echo Stage, but I'm just going to get the invite. I'm not about to slide up in there and have to, like, not be on stage. Like, really, Backyard? Anyway, maybe I should call the old show and see if I can call in a couple of favors to see if maybe they can get me in with Big G. Thanks, everybody, for listening and watching a Frantastic Live Show each and every week, 7:45, VoxWave.com. Thank you so much to all my fans, peers, and friends for putting up with my shit. Have a good night. See you next time.